Hello guys, welcome to Pokédex. Today I'm going to be playing a deck based around Archie's Ace in the Hole. We've seen this card in some decks in the past, like the Flareon builds with Empoleon tech in there. Can also play it, of course, in Night March decks. Decks that base themselves around the discard pile. But actually this one is a dedicated Archie's Ace in the Hole build, so our plan is just to grab the Archie's Ace in the Hole as consistently as possible, and hopefully grab an Empoleon for drawing and a Blastoise for Deluge to put a lot of water energy on our Pokemon. And Keldeo is like the main attacker of the deck because Secret Sword is a very good attack. We also have a single Suicune in here just to use Safeguard and hide behind it, hopefully. We have two Executes and Jirachi EX because they help out getting the Archie's Ace in the Hole. It's very good to be able to use Jirachi twice, or if we end up discarding one, have another one, or if we start with one, we still have the second one. And the executes help with the math sometimes, so if we have both, we can discard two, or we can discard just one, all of that. The deck has 4 Acrobikes, 4 Battle Compressors, standard stuff. There's 4 Ultra Ball as well because they help us discard, and 1 Computer Search for extra discarding ability. There's also 2 Maintenance, and those round up the cards that actually help us get fewer cards in our hand. And other things in the deck that help us not have as many cards are the tools that we can drop on any Pokemon that we have in play. If we have an extra tool that we cannot play, we might be able to, I don't know, grab an execute from the discard pile, put it into play, and then drop a muscle band into it. If it comes down to that for a quick kill, there's only 2 Rough Seas. Would love to play more, but actually it's one of those cards that if it's a Rough Seas that is in play, you cannot play the second one, so it kind of gets stuck there. And then there's 11 energy. Also would love to play like the 12, which would power up all our Keldeos. And also the Suicune, but I guess we don't have enough space, plus it's one of those cards that until you have the Blastoise in play, you cannot play all of the water energy that you want, so they'll also get stuck in hand. The supporter line is, we have Sycamores, really good, so we're playing 4, 1 N, 1 Lysander. We have actually 4 VS Seeker, which for all intents and purposes is a supporter, because we cannot use it and grab nothing. We really have to grab a supporter with it because it grabs stuff from the discard pile, so the opponent can actually see if there are more or not, which would not be the case if we were getting stuff from the deck, but since it's from the discard pile, we have to choose one. And then there's Lysander's Trump card, which is pretty important because we go through our deck really quickly and we have to shuffle sometimes, especially shuffling the energy back, which is pretty cool. That's basically the deck. I think you guys can play with a lot of the choices there. You can add a Swampert, for example, something like that, but I think this is once again, one of the most straightforward ways you can build this. So I think that's the one that I want to be showing you guys. Did a couple of matches before just to test the numbers if they were running, and I actually got to some quick aces in a hole. Hopefully you can get a quick one in this game as well. Okay, so playing against the water deck. Is this like some kind of... I don't think it's a mirror because I think Empoleons and all that are really important, so maybe it's a Kyogre deck. Oh, we started an execute, which is perfect. And by perfect I mean it really sucks. Okay, so it's a Kyogre deck. Let's start using the compressors and get some work done. Okay, so we got an ace in a hole. And is there another one there? Oh, I don't think... Okay, there is the second ace in the hole, which is actually cool. I like to have one in play and one in the discard pile. So let's see what else we can discard here. I guess the Blastoise. Suicune will pull its weight, I hope. So let's grab the Lysander. It's just more likely that we can grab it from the discard pile. And the Lysander's trump card. Okay, fairly happy with this. Let's just put the Float Stone in here and Sycamore. Okay, so we have a lot of cards. The Rough Seas I'm going to play right now because my opponent is probably playing Rough Seas as well. And now I can use I can actually go for the Lysander's the ace in the hole next turn, so I will keep my hand and just pass the turn. I don't think my opponent can kill us here. Could possibly play a laser and Verbank City Chain, but I don't think he plays that, so I'm just going to trust that he's not going to be able to kill us, and that's what happened. So this is kind of cool now. We get to play our game, so let's think for a bit. Okay, so this guy is going to get the ace in the hole, right? So that's the ace in the hole, so it has to be the last card. Can actually just play everything here. Can just grab 2 Caldios, I guess, or maybe just a Caldio and just play the Battle Compressor and just play the Floatstone and the energy on it. Yeah, I like that. Maybe I just get the Suicune, right? Because then, yeah, I think I'll grab the Suicune actually. Then my opponent has to have other stuff for the Suicune, so I think I'll actually play the Floatstone on the Jirachi. There's the ace in the hole, and there's what will we discard? I guess the battle compressors aren't useful anymore, so I'll go for those. And I guess the stadiums too, if I am reading my opponent's deck right. So I guess I can also. Oh, okay, I'm okay with that. I'm putting this thing here, and I'm going for. I think I'd rather have a Blastoise here. I hope I'm not wrong about this, but. Alright, we can actually I like an N here. Yeah, but I have a supporter for next turn for sure, so I'll just go for this. And let's see with Acrobike. Okay, we have the second energy, that's pretty cool. Can actually start attacking here. I'm going to do that right now. Playing all of this stuff here. Let's retreat. And just Aurora Beam. So now our opponent kind of has to do... This is going to be a slow game because he's going to be healing all of the time, but... There's a Lysander, that sucks. But hopefully... Okay, so this... Let's think for a bit. Can maintenance... and hopefully draw something that we can actually put down, which would mean we could go for the second ace in the hole. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. Hopefully we draw something like an energy. Oh, a Sycamore. That's like the only card, one of the few cards that we couldn't, so... Oh, okay, whatever. I can retreat here, which is pretty cool. And I can also play energy here. Can go for the second. Yeah, I'd rather just see what we have in hand for next turn. Because we could... Let's see if we have another trump card. Maybe we have the second one, so I think I'm going for that actually. Let's see. I meant the Professor's Letter, not the trump card, obviously, so... maybe I just grab an Ultra Ball. Yeah, I have to keep that VS Seeker for the Lysander Strom card, unfortunately, so I think I'll just grab... I think I'll actually grab a Jirachi, because after the trump card I can just... yeah, after the trump card I can grab a second supporter, so... Okay, 70 damage there. My opponent should have kept that Lysander in hand, I think, for when he's ready to kill the Blastoise, because now we can just get it back every turn. So alright, let's just go for the trump card here. We can grab another supporter later. Hopefully you wouldn't have to bench that Jirachi, but oh well, if we have to, I guess it's not the worst thing ever. I'm going to keep the energy in hand, because with the Blastoise you can... Okay, the opponent can actually kill the Blastoise. It doesn't actually make any difference, I don't think. Okay, I'll go for this. Just Aurora Beam here. If I have to play the Jirachi and get a Sycamore, that's fine too, because I already have a Blastoise in play. Grabbing the Empoleon would be cool, but because it's extra card drawing power, but oh well. Guess the opponent is not drawing anything either, so... And he kills the Blastoise, which kinda sucks too. But at the same time, we actually now, if we... Any card that we draw next turn, we can actually go for the ace in the hole again and just grab a second Blastoise or just an Empoleon that we have. So I'm just going to retreat into the Suicune, start and keep attacking here. Okay, we draw first prizes, so hopefully something that we can discard, like, yeah, that's pretty cool actually. The Empoleon, we have the Execute, the second one. I just hope that my opponent would kill anything like the Execute from our bench, but I guess you keep that until it's like the last prize, because it's just ruining our matchup here. Okay, so the opponent is playing pretty smartly. He's going for the Primal Kyogre, going to hit both our dudes on the bench. Okay, now we have the ace in the hole in hand, so oh boy, what can we do with this? Can not find any energy. Yeah, so I can, and I can play the Execute, I guess. Yeah, I'd rather do that, to be honest, because... Okay, so this has to find no Pokemon, right? Yeah. So I find nothing with this. And then I find nothing with this. Or I can find one energy, I guess. Because I can put one energy down on this dude. And now I can play this guy, and I can actually go for the Blastoise, I think. It's more important here that we get energy. Now we get to shave some cards off of our deck, like, I guess, the Compressors and the Ace in the Hole, but actually these Pokemon are worse, because can't really do anything with them. So let's just grab this. And we can go for a lot of damage, actually, if we have the... Yeah, I think I'll go for that. I'll try to grab the Professor's Letter. I don't know if there's another one in there. There is. Okay, that's perfect. Let's do that. Grab 2 energy here. Let's use Deluge and just put some energy on our Keldeo. It's not getting killed next turn, so I am going for double attacks with this guy. So 150, hopefully that will be enough, because even if the opponent heals, that would mean to 120 exactly, so we can actually kill the Kyogre next turn. We have such a weird bench at this point, like we had to play the second Execute, and the first one we kind of started with it, but oh well, guess that's life. The opponent still has to go through a Suicune. I'm just trying to speed things up because I'm smelling blood. I don't see any Pokemon on his bench, so I'm trying to go for the quick knockout. Okay, 150 plus 30 there, so I don't really care about that. Oh, and we actually get the Via Secret, but I won't even bother, because I can just Secret Sword here and end the match to our favor and not lose any more time of our life or our opponent's life. So, yeah, that's the deck. Pretty quick match, but we could see that we could actually just... I was able to Lysander Storm card twice in the same game. Sorry, Lysander Storm card once, because what I meant to say was that I could actually Ace in the Hole twice with a Lysander Storm card in the middle to shuffle the deck. That's pretty cool. Exactly what the deck is aiming to do. I hope you guys enjoy this. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And until the next video, see you guys. Bye.